Alright guys, it's Aiden here with my first AFL fantasy video for the year 2020. Looking forward to the season. Starts off with Richmond and Carlton Thursday, March 19th, 7:25. So we've got about a month and a half, bit more, to go. So quite a long wait. But we do have the March series to come. So interesting to see how the rookies will play in that series. And I've put together my first draft team. So definitely plenty of changes to be occurring during the off season. But yeah, looking forward to the season. As I said, we've been given 13 million to work with this season. We've got a new utility spot, which is really handy. I'll be talking about that later. And yeah, there's quite a bit. As you know, unlimited trades before the season starts, and then we get 2 trades a week. So quite a lot to look forward to. There's quite a few underpriced premiums this season, as well as mid prices that I'm looking at. Somewhere where I went wrong last season, so I ranked in the top 10%, I think. I finished off the year, which was quite disappointing, to be honest. But that was that. And I was struggling for cash during the season to, like towards the end, to get all premiums into my team. I was struggling quite a bit for money, so I had to choose mid prices instead of premiums towards the end of the season. So what I will be doing differently this season is trying to chase a bit of money at the start, as well as trying to get some solid totals as my score. But I'm definitely looking to gain some coin because it's very helpful towards the later part of the season. You should also be looking at your buy structure, not as yet round one, but probably closing into the buys. Probably look more to your buy structure because that is really important if you do want to score well during the buys. But enough talking already. Let's get into my team. First draft, many changes to be occurred, so don't take this team too seriously. But let's get into it. 12.9 mil. We got 95k remaining, so that's pretty handy at the moment. Unlimited trades, as I said before. My defenders starting off with Rory Laird, 97 average last season, not too great. But with a new coach, and we know that he has gone 107 before. Definitely about 10 unders maybe. So potential pick there. I've gone him over Lloyd just because, there's a bit of value to be chased there. So looking forward to Rory Laird. Let's see what he can do. New coach should be great. Dan Hairston, he played a couple games in the midfield, and we saw what he can do. A really damaging player, actually. Loves to tackle, can take a mark, and he's really good when he does play in midfield. And an article came out recently saying that he will be playing in the midfield, so that's plenty of points to be earned there. We're going to have to track him in the Marsh series, obviously, but see where he does play. But I think he's a great pickup and really well underpriced. He could potentially average 100. Sam Doherty, enough said there. He's probably a lock in everyone's team. We know what a bull he can be, and I think he's a lock for most people. Dylan Robertson, 327k. This man averaged about 90 3 seasons ago, so he's well unders. Definitely a lot of money to be made there. And Young, Gold, and Golan and Watson on the bench, just as rookies. As I said, don't take the rookies seriously. We're gonna have to track the Marsh series and then team selections, obviously. So they're just there as placeholders. McRae, 116 average. I think he's a great pick. Tackles, marks the footy, and he's really consistent. The reason I went him over Dunkley is I feel that he'd be a more consistent and a safe pick rather than Dunkley, who's prone to that odd score. Although he only went under 100 twice during the back end of the season, Dunkley. McRae was more consistent during that time, so I like Jack McRae as a pick, and he's got a ceiling. Stephen Keneally, I think he is a bit unders. Obviously, a couple of injuries last season caused him to get an average of 104, but we saw what a ceiling he does have, like 190, so really good potential pick. I like him. Tom Mitchell, N3. He's an absolute gun, highest averaging player 2 seasons ago, and obviously didn't play last season, so he's underpriced. Should potentially average 110 in my view. I don't think he'll go straight back to 120s, but he should average about 110 in my view. And then Brayshaw, now with the new wingers coming into the Melbourne Football Club, Brayshaw should be forced back into the midfield. I think he'll be a great pick. Obviously his game time's not really that high, which is quite concerning, but he's a tackling machine, and when he is on, he's on. So I like the looks of Brayshaw at the moment, but he's a risky option. Kelm Ward, well underpriced, just the 1 game last season, and he got injured for 3, so he's underpriced. And for a man that's averaged 96, 95, and 100 in his last 3 seasons, yeah, he's really good. Really great player. And then Raoul, Sarong, Pickett, Lyons, and McHenry on the bench. Brody Grundy, Ruck, nothing much said there. He's a pig. Needs to be selected by everyone. And then Riley O'Brien. I've gone Riley O'Brien over Gorn. I just think there's a bit of value there. We saw what he can do. So his 2 seasons have been really good, and now he could potentially average above 100. So looking forward to what he can do. Darcy Cameron on the bench, and then that's that. Going into the forward lineup, Lockie Whitfield is a lock. 114 average last season. We saw what a ceiling he can have. He loves to mark the footy, which is really handy for +6s. And great player all round. Could average 120, who knows. Michael Walters, 94 average last season. When he does play in the midfield, he is a gun. So interesting to see with Fremantle, who they do play in the midfield alongside with Fife. Because they do have a lack of midfielders. So interesting to see where Walters does play. Then Hugh Greenwood, new club change. I feel that he can play in the midfield, and he might be a bit damaging. He has gone above 100 before, so he does have the ability to go above 100, and I think with the midfield role, if he does get it, he'll be a damaging player. And then Andrew Brayshaw, another great player, who could have a third-year breakout, and Flanders, Kavara, King, and Hutchinson on the bench, and Battelle as the utility spot. So that's basically my team. As I said, don't take it too seriously. Just to first look at my side for the 2020 season, there will be definitely a lot of changes. But I'm really looking forward to making a bit of cash this season. That's the main thing, as well as scoring high. But a couple other good players, premiums that I was looking at, in case you guys are looking for some premiums and you don't like McRae or Cornelio. So Josh Kelley is gun. We know what a great damaging player he can be. The reason I didn't choose him is because I think his last couple of games he was playing more on the wing instead of the midfield, which is quite concerning. So I like to pick inside midfielders, not wingmen. Treloar's a gun, really consistent. I didn't pick him up because 839k, a bit too expensive for me. I don't think he'll average more than 115, so not much money to be made. Taranto's a gun, as I said. Dunkley is either him or McRae, and Paddy Dangerfield's an interesting one as well. Him and Joel Selwood, they probably will average quite high this season now with Tim Kelley gone. But that said, Jack Stephen has come into the side. Mitch Duncan will also go pretty big, I think, and Brad Crouch and Matt Crouch have breakout seasons. So looking forward to that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.